The Kingdom Beneath the Waves. Once upon a time, in a coastal village surrounded by towering cliffs and roaring seas, there lived a young fisherman named Cale. He had grown up listening to his grandmother's stories about a mystical underwater kingdom called Thalara, a place of shimmering palaces and sea creatures that spoke like humans. Most villagers dismissed these tales as old superstitions, but Cale believed them with all his heart. Cale spent most of his days at sea, fishing under the golden sun and watching the waves for signs of magic. One evening, a violent storm swept across the coast. The sea raged like a wild beast, and Cale's small boat was swallowed by a massive wave. When he opened his eyes, he found himself lying on the soft sand of a hidden underwater cave. Strangely, he could breathe. A soft, melodic voice echoed through the cave. "Welcome, land dweller," it said. Cale turned and saw a young woman with flowing turquoise hair and eyes that glimmered like moonlight. She wasn't entirely human, her lower half was a shimmering tail of silver scales. "I am Narina, Princess of Thalara," she said. "Our kingdom has watched your world for centuries. You were chosen because you believe." Narina explained that Thalara was in grave danger. A dark sea creature named Morvath, once a guardian of the ocean, had turned against the kingdom. He sought to flood the human world and rule both realms. The magical pearl that kept the balance between land and sea had been stolen by Morvath, and without it, both worlds would perish. Cale was hesitant. He was just a fisherman, not a hero. But Narina looked at him with unwavering trust. "You are brave," she said softly. "And you have something Morvath does not, hope." Determined to save both his village and Thalara, Cale agreed to help. Narina gave him a small enchanted shell. It allowed him to breathe and speak underwater. Together, they set off on a dangerous journey through glowing coral forests, past ancient shipwrecks, and into the abyssal trench, Morvath's dark domain. Along the way, they encountered many challenges, a swirling whirlpool guarded by a mischievous sea witch who demanded riddles to let them pass. A labyrinth of giant clams that opened and closed like doors, threatening to trap them forever. Schools of glowing fish that guided them with their light, whispering warnings of Morvath's power. Finally, they reached Morvath's lair, a massive cavern lit by eerie green light. Morvath himself was terrifying, a monstrous creature with tentacles like black smoke and eyes like burning coals. He laughed when he saw them. "You think a simple fisherman and a naive princess can stop me?" Morvath roared. He summoned a massive tidal wave, but Cale remembered his grandmother's words, "Courage is the key that unlocks miracles." While Narina distracted Morvath, Cale used the enchanted shell to call upon the sea creatures they had met along their journey. Whales, dolphins, and glowing fish came to their aid. In the chaos, Cale grabbed the magical pearl from Morvath's throne. As soon as he held it, the ocean began to calm. Morvath screamed in rage as his power crumbled. With a final flash of light, he vanished into the depths, never to return. Narina placed the pearl back in its sacred altar. The waters shimmered with renewed life, and Thalara was saved. She turned to Cale with gratitude in her eyes. "You have done more than save my kingdom," she said. "You have united our worlds." Cale returned to his village, but now he carried a secret. Sometimes, when the moon was full, he would sail to the hidden cave and dive beneath the waves to visit Narina and the friends he had made. Though no one in the village believed his tale, they noticed something different about Cale, a quiet strength in his gaze, as if he had seen wonders beyond imagination. And deep beneath the sea, the kingdom of Thalara thrived, forever tied to the courage of a fisherman who dared to believe.